let us talk about desperation in marriage. Or will I say desperation to get married? Trying to push yourself into marriage, especially on the side of the ladies. We have a very critical issue case to deliberate on today. So, stay tuned. Hi, this is your girl Lolo, and thank you for stopping by at my channel. If it is your first time of coming to this channel, please click on that subscribe button to subscribe, and don't forget to give this video a thumb up. Don't forget to share this video if found interesting, and I believe you're going to find it very, very interesting. So, before I went off, I mentioned something: desperation in marriage. So let's discuss this, please, guys. Let's discuss this. It's a very pressing and a very disturbing issue: desperation in marriage. In most cases, most challenges people are passing through today, people are going through today, people are suffering today, most violence that are going on in marriage today, in some families today, in some unions today, unhappiness in the marriage today, in some marriages today, trouble marriages, toxic marriages, all started during relationship. Or let's the ones that jumped into marriage without courtship. No one that passed through courtship that wouldn't say, I experienced, at least I witnessed this a little, but I thought it was going to change. That's by the way. Well, some do change, some do change. Some do seem to be manageable. Some do seem to be tolerable. But on the long run, you discover that all were in disguise. There are some situations, some cases, some characters, some attitudes that cannot manage. You can't tolerate, you can't bear in marriage. And it's all different depending on an individual or the individuals involved. Desperation to get married or desperation in marriage, whichever way. Like I said, they all start why you are dating. Something I wanted to discuss today is about someone I used to know. My dearies. You see this thing called marriage. You know what? Don't say, it's not her business. Is it because it happened to her this way? Is it because it happened to her that way? Is it because she was that lucky? Is it because this person was opportune to be here and there? That's not the issue. We're making a general discussion that yes, here now. My dearies, marriage. Yes. If you're lucky, if you see someone to come to say, ladies, someone has come to propose, someone has come close, someone has picked interest in you, someone has, shown that zeal, that positive zeal that he wants you, he needs you in his life for serious relationship that would lead to marriage. Give it a trial. But while giving it a trial, please, there are some necessary factors, major factors you must seriously look into, you must seriously consider, you must seriously study while in this courtship. Why am I saying this? Some do get carried away with affluence, material things while they are in courtship. While they are in relationship, some do get carried away with material things that they would ignore the main things. When they now come inside, you see them start discovering all that, start pointing out all that, start suffering all that which they ignored because of material things. When someone says, I want to marry you, even while dating, if you can marry this person, you will know. If you can't do with this person when it gets to the level of marriage, you will know. Definitely. It's always obvious. It's always written on the walls. But because sometimes, the test and quest for material things won't allow us to look into all this. I keep asking this question, why am I saying this? I saw one lady I used to know, very plumpy and pretty looking lady. I saw her. She approached and said, Lolo, yeah, good day, was like, Can't you place my face again? I said, well, the face actually looks familiar, but can you remind me whom you are again? I must have forgotten. I meet a lot of people every day, and she mentioned her name. And she didn't just mention her name, she identified herself properly. Really? This is you? How are you? How you doing? Is your baby? Oh, nice, great. I after the program I went for, I had to call her aside because she came for the program. I called her aside. You know, our place that looked private. We sat down and talked. I asked her, "What is the problem? What happened? This isn't you I used to know. And then I met you, the time I used to know that person, not this person I'm saying now. You know, the person wasn't looking this old, wasn't looking this I don't know the adjective to qualify this, so I wouldn't be like using the wrong word on her. He said, yeah, it's me. This is what marriage has brought me into. Eh? Marriage has brought you into? Why? I don't understand. Marriage is meant to be, it's some sort of joy, something of, yeah, something of joy, something that brings happiness in you and brings out that the joy in you, that thing that was eating you up. I've not gotten married, others have gotten married, I'm living my own turn. This person has gotten married, now it has gotten to your own turn. This is something of joy, you should be happy of, that makes you look good, look healthy. And she said, well, mine is a different case. Eh? Why did you say that? What happened? She said, it's a very long story. That's what she said. Very long story. And that's okay. You can actually make this long story short. Yes. That long story, she actually made it short. When I'm back, I will narrate it briefly. But I promise you, I'm not going to mention name. I promise her secrecy is safe in my hands. Nobody knows her. But me, nobody around me knows her. Even you now, listen, you don't know her. So when I come back, I'm going to tell you what happened. Yeah, so guys, I was actually saying something. So the long story that was cut short was just the fact that she desperately got into marriage, into an abusive marriage. Not just abusive marriage, a humiliating one. She desperately got into a humiliating marriage. She got married, she got humiliated, she was treated like a piece of shit. Okay, this thing that is called tradition. There is an ethnic tradition, there is um family tradition, and I want to add there should be an individual tradition. Different ethnic groups have different culture. Families have their own culture, their own tradition, the way they do their things, the way they want things to be done in their family. Some people will tell you that's not how we do it in my family. Then, as an individual, you should have your own culture. You should have your own tradition. It may not be always as against your own family or against your own ethnic or societal tradition, but the thing is, you must have a tradition that would guide the way you live your life. Positive one. Positive one. So that when someone says it must be like this, my tradition goes against it. I can't do it this way. If I do it this way, it's going to affect me the other way. That is your tradition. That is your culture. Don't let anybody trample on your own culture and impose his or own on you. Do you understand? So she was desperately pushed into marriage. Why you don't want to get married? Even her own mother was doing so to her. Why don't you want to break someone home? This person has gotten married. What is wrong with you? This and that. The pressure was on her. So she used her own money to convince a man that was in her life that never mentioned marriage to her. This man was actually in her life, but this man never mentioned marriage to her. She used her own money and asked this guy, use this money. Come and say to my parents, come and say to my kindred, take me out of this village. The pressure is much. The pressure is much. Every attention is on me. Because I've gotten married, I haven't. I don't want to remain in this situation. And they keep saying me and you, I would take that something very serious, you know. So the guy accepted, collected this money from this lady as a matter of anger. I don't say that as a matter of fact. As a matter of an annoying thing, she still went and took loan and gave this guy for marriage. I have to pay him bride price. She went to took loan, all on her. I gave the guy to come and do marriage, wedding. They did marriage, traditional marriage, and they did white wedding and court wedding. Everything were all legalized, and you know, she had arrived. She moved into this marriage. When she got to where this guy took her to, she was like, is it, you were squatting with your friend, and you said your house was in so place. This is where you live, but because of work, you were squatting with this person. And she never cared to go and check that place she said his house was. She never cared to go and check. You just saw where he was squatting and hoping his house was somewhere. So now that you've gotten married to him, he's taking you to that place he told you his house was. Well, I want to, sorry for the break in transmission, I want to appeal for something, please. Sorry for the noise you're perceiving. At the back of my studio, there was a residence, they have always mentioned this. So someone just came back now and turned on his generator. I actually tried to see if I could control that, but it's beyond what I can do, and I don't have noise proof. In the place I use, my studio, small place I manage, I don't have a noise proof, so please bear with me. And if you can actually help to super thank your girl, please super thank your girl, help your girl to grow. If I have enough, I can get a noise proof, and this kind of a noise wouldn't come in. You can imagine my program is going on and someone has come to turn on his generator. I can't stop him. I tried to see if I could play, but he refused. He said it's my apartment, so you can't stop me. And truly it's his apartment, I can't stop him. Please, super thank your girl. Click on that thank there. Choose on super thank. Choose, just pick any option on super thank your girl. Please, this can help me to get, when I cash out, it can help me to get a noise proof. Thank you. So she never cared to go and check what this guy was staying. Now after marriage, she has gone there to check. The guy was actually staying in one room, first me and first you, which he was not even paying house rent because he was given a condition. According to her, the landlord of this guy gave him a condition. Landlord saw this guy picking interest in his daughter, so he now called the guy. If you can marry my daughter, this is it one room apartment? What will I call it? This room, you know, this one single room is gonna be just no payment, you know, as many years as you would want to live here, and if you're living, my daughter will inherit, automatically it becomes yours. This is the condition. So if it's okay by you, fine, let me know. This guy has consented before this marriage stuff. Okay, you know you've consented to do this, and you went ahead to collect money from this lady to go and pay her bride price and do wedding. You now brought her to this place and told the landlady daughter or landlord daughter that this is your cousin. Do you understand? The wife that paid her own bride price with her own money, did wedding with her own money, turned to be the guy's, her own husband's cousin. And he told this lady, please maintain these lies. They are my cousin. Desperation to get married, she accepted and remained the guy's cousin. I think I was doing a lot of funny things with the lady's daughter. You know, she got pregnant. They still told the landlord and the daughter, she is my cousin. The husband is in the States, so she has to stay here. Get pregnant. You know, she got pregnant before the husband left, so she will put to bed here. And when the husband comes back, they're going to take her away. The lies. I was doing lots of things, having intimacy with the landlord's daughter. This was the same situation. This lady had the first baby. She still got pregnant and had the second baby. Do you know what happened when she had the second baby? The landlord's daughter got to know that this lady is this man's wife and not cousin. I think this began to unfold. This lady's relative began to visit her. Friends began to visit her. Some cousins, some movies, some things that were happening around made this lady to believe that nothing to hide from her again. This woman is this man's wife and not his cousin as he claimed. So she went and told the father. The father now came and said, really? So you tricked me, right? Let's see how it happened. The next thing that happened, this lady, meant the wife, legally married wife, started picking papers on the street. Just on a hot afternoon, she was tying wrapper across the chest. She ran out of the house and started picking papers on the street. Mental issue had started after a threat of, let's see how it goes. The next was, she tied rubber across the chest, took to the street, and started picking papers on the street. Can you see to that? Ladies, desperate ladies, can you see to that? You see what she brought to herself? In the first place, she disregarded, she had no tradition of her own. And, I even asked her, why did you get pregnant? She said, hey, the first baby was a girl, and if you don't have a boy, you don't have a stand in your husband's house. Who told you that? Second, that same tradition, ethnic tradition. You still want respect to ethnic tradition when this guy disrespected the whole thing. He disrespected the own tradition. He disrespected your own family tradition, and generally disrespected the societal tradition by lying to you that he wasn't married, by telling people that you were her cousin instead of his wife, and was deceiving you, sleeping with another woman in your own matrimonial home. You still went and got pregnant again, still claiming for you to stand in your husband's house. You need to have a boy, So she got pregnant. The second baby is still a girl. So she took to the street and started picking papers. And according to people that, do you know people recorded all this? You know the situation, country where we reside, the country where, I don't know where you stay. It might be so distant there. But here where I stay, things would happen. You'll be dying on the road. People will be busy recording. They want to make content with you. They want to post. Want to get views. They want to get paid by IG with your problem, your predicament. So people recorded this and I sent it. Though the recording helped, that knew her saw this and went for her rescue. She was picked and took to psychiatry, someone that was normal and got married. Now what did she lose? Mental health. Though she's well, but she can never remain the same. That mental health can't remain the same. If you see her, look, so what? If you see her, you can't. If you knew her before, you can't be able to compare the two any longer. So now she lost the self-respect by using her money to pay her own bride price. She lost her money, that end money, savings, took long, she has not finished paying to debt according to her. She's not looking for help to assist her pay the debt. Everything. Who else now wants to come and marry her? Well, let's go to hips, but it doesn't look good. That same person that got so desperate to get married, wasted her money, mental health at risk, and now she's just like a beggar. No work, she'll still work. Nobody in her situation would want to go and work. That doesn't look good, doesn't look okay. First place, what am I trying to say? Lesson number 1. Don't be so desperate to get married. Keep age aside. Keep whatever situation that surrounds you aside. Let people talk. Let them use your situation against you. Let them make mockery of you. When God want to bless my dearies, yours may outweigh theirs. It's not how far, but how well. Some people must have gotten married 10 years ago. Someone got married last year and have a baby this year. Also 10 years ago, I was looking for fruit of the womb. Just to say that God knows when and how He blesses. Do you understand? Don't push yourself into marriage. That's one. Don't be so desperate to get married. That's one. Secondly, when you are married, you cannot help your husband financially to plan your wedding, but don't use your money to pay your bride price. It doesn't give any single respect. No good name at all. Don't use your money. She used her money to pay her bride price. Now, would anybody ask anybody to return? Because it is her money that is in her parents' house now. So if they must return anything to her, no. So the guy did actually, literally didn't get married to her. The money that is in her parents' hand, the bride price, was from her. So you know, it's from family. Is I don't know, family member to family. So it's not like the guy spent anything for the bride price. Do you understand? So what am I trying to say? Don't be so desperate to push yourself into marriage. Don't put your money when it has to be with paying bride price. But you can assist your husband to pay take financial responsibilities of your white wedding or court wedding, whichever way you want to do. But don't use your money. Don't let your one never enter bride price. No, it's not proper. It's not proper. Then thirdly, check tradition, culture of any ethnic group and ethnic society you want to get married into, then the family tradition too. If it suits you, go. If it doesn't, please respect your own tradition. Have your own culture, your own tradition. Your own culture is what you like, what suits you, what makes you happy, what you can do with, and what you can't do with. That's your culture. Well, you say policy. It's a policy. Yeah, it's a policy, but if it has to do with something like this, you want to compare with ethnic culture and family culture. I call it cultural tradition. Have your own tradition. You work with. You consider. You compare. You know, if it suits this, hey, yeah, I could go. She wasn't looking good. I don't know whether she will look at the nearest future, but I don't know where to start from. Where will I start? You know, you want to help. Where will you start? Probably take this 5K. It will finish in 2 days or 1 day. You know. Don't push yourself into a problem of pity, a situation of pity. Into a marriage of pity. Don't get married and say, wow, you look good. Wow, your husband is taking care of you. Your wife is taking care of you. But you don't get married into a place that, I'm not saying everything must be there, the person must have the whole world before you accept him. No. As far as you are working, what I've always advised is every hand must be on deck. You walk, he walks. You know, just keep moving. You don't force yourself into marriage, or you've about to gift a man to come and marry you. At the end of the day, you still be the one suffering. This man now, you can imagine. Both are just one single room. One face me and face you. Single room. He just accepted the situation of getting married to landlord's daughter. And you don't even stick to that. You still had to go outside to deceive this woman. And this woman was so desperate that she couldn't even observe some things, go to check where this guy stayed before accepting to say I do. Traditional marriage, they went to church, came back to her father's house, and they did it. Or the whole wedding. So ladies, be wise, okay? Just be wise. Be wise. When you respect yourself, people will respect you. Do you understand? When you respect yourself, people will respect you. People will see you from far. Grade you to be, even when you think you are nothing, people will grade you to be something. So that is all for this video. If you find it interesting, please share this video and follow your girl on my Instagram handle at @1Laurentia and my backup Instagram page at Relationship and Talent Clinic. Also follow my Facebook page, my Facebook relationship page, Relationship Clinic with Lolo, and my normal Facebook account, Laurentia. The only elegant, pretty looking Laurentia on Facebook and TikTok at @1Laurentia. Please follow your girl on TikTok at @1Laurentia. I will love this. I will appreciate this. So that's all for this video. I encourage you to stay positive and stay happy. And before you make others happy, make yourself happy. You are the only source of your own happiness. If you don't make yourself happy, no other person can make you happy. And if you aren't happy, you can't make another person happy. So, let this video go viral. Let people learn from it. Till next time, guys, stay tuned, stay happy, stay positive, stay blessed, and stay, above all, safe.